Hi guys, good evening all. In yesterday's class, we were discussed about the introduction to database. Am I right? What is database? What is database? What is database? Come on. What is database? Yesterday I just given the introduction. I just given the introduction to database. What is mean by database?
Which was the data was stored in its system.
Database. What do you mean by database? So data is nothing but collection of information. Simple to say. Collection of information. Or simply the collection of organized information or organized data. So simple to say it is a table information. Simple to say table information. Collection of tables. Let me give a simple example before I go into the next today's class so that you can easily understand. Let's say, can you see my screen, guys? Everyone, please confirm at least once. Yes. Okay. So, for example, Ramu is a customer. He wants to take SIM. He is very new to Bangalore. Now, fortunately, we don't have a roaming. Earlier, 5-6 years back, we have a roaming. He cannot use other state SIM. He must have to buy the SIM from Karnataka. Let's say Ramu would like to buy SIM from Karnataka. Let's say he walked into Airtel store. He walked into Airtel store. Hey manager, give me SIM. Ram went to store. Hey manager, give me SIM.
No, it's not.
Sansa, please say. Will it work?
No.
No, right? Boss, wait. Who are you? First question coming to your mind. Who are you? Sir, my name is Ram. Show me your Aadhaar card. Give me your Aadhaar card. Some address proof, some ID proof, photos, local address. Do you have local address? Right? Where do you stay? Any references? All the information they gather, right? So how do you gather that? How do they gather? They will fill the application, right? Am I right? Application. They have to fill the application. In the application, there should be name mandatory, right? And DOB. What is DOB? Date of birth mandatory. And gender, address is mandatory, right? Reference number is mandatory, right? ID proof is mandatory. So these are the information mandatory. Am I right? And the photograph. Let's say forget about the photograph. This information is called application data. Now, does Airtel is having only Ramu is the only one subscriber? No. Apart from Ramu, there are another 100 million subscribers for it, right? 100 million subscribers for it. So is it possible to store all the information manually? Documents? Impossible, right? Some fire accident happen, all the information can be possible. So electronically, they need to store the data. How does they store? Everything I can create one Excel table. Simple to say one Excel table. I can take this name, date of birth, gender, address, something like reference, something called ID. Am I right? This is the information they will store. So does Excel support how many records? Does Excel support how many records? Maybe 1 million records, 10 lakhs. 1 million. Imagine Excel I store in my local laptop or desktop. So let's say he has taken SIM from Marthahalli store, right? And we have does Airtel only in Marthahalli? No, right? It will be in multiple locations, right? It will be in multiple locations, like HSR layout, like Koramangala, Indranagar, not Mahadapura, not only Karnataka, across all other states. If I store in Marthahalli store information Excel, how does these people who are in Andhra will be able to get our information? How does another Indranagar people get our information? It is different. There should be one centralized system to access data. Hence, there is use a database to store all the information. Makes sense, right? Maybe this is Excel file who is uploaded by Marthahalli. This is the Marthahalli database. Another database, one is Marthahalli Excel sheet. Another is let's say Indranagar, Kayarpuram, Koramangala, Whitefield. These are the multiple. So Marthahalli is one table. Am I right? Koramangala is another table. Am I right? JP Nagar is another table. Indranagar is another table. Right? Where does all the information stores? At some place. Right? That place is called database. That place is called database. So simple to say. This is organized information, right? Proper order they follow. What information first we are gathering? Name, date of birth, gender, address, reference, ID. This is how we are capturing the information. Does it make sense? So organize information. So simple to say, database is nothing but collection of organized information in table format. Table format. Make sense? Is it clear? Is it clear? Understood? Now, basically, are you clear? Everyone are clear? Everyone are clear about what is database? Any doubt? Any questions on database? Shanji. Guys who are knowledge, any questions about the database? Any question about database? Now are you clear about the database? For example, now in Bangalore, we have, let's say, let's go in depth. Let's go in depth. In Bangalore, we have MR, Marthahalli, KR, Kerpuram, IN, Indranagar, JP Nagar, Koramangala, KM, Koramangala, WH Whitefield, BR Brookfield, HSR. Tomorrow, let's say these are the stores I have. Imagine, these are the stores. Tomorrow, I want to open another store in postcode. Tomorrow, I would like to open another store in postcode. This information also need to be updated in our database. Yes or no? So that means by default, database is having a feature of update. Update. Make sense? Let's say in Whitefield, I have a store, but none of the customers are not visiting the store. There is no revenue are generating from the Whitefield store. Let's say I have a Kirana shop, some buddy shop, small buddy. No, none of the customers are not visiting my shop. What should I do after some point of time?
Close.
Close, right? Close, shut down. Am I right? If I have an open institute center company, KSR Data Vision, if you guys are not coming to my company for lecturing, for studying, what should I do? Shutter close.
Yes.
Right? That if shutter is closed, that information is no more required for us. What I need to do? Delete from the database, right? So that option is delete. Makes sense. Now I found I found Ramu having a number of 98491231417, some number. I don't know whose number it is. I just take an example. Some Ramu number. As we stand in the Ramu, right? Now, Intelligence Bureau, they observed that some illegal activities are happening in this number. Some illegal activities, they observed this number. And some bank noted that. Bank noted that some illegal activities, some transaction happening, heavy transaction happening. Now they observed that, oh, it is Airtel number. They have reached to Airtel office. Hey, they given this number. Can you please provide the details about this number? They don't know, right? Let's say they reach to me. I don't know who is Ramu. I need to, let's say if I go to a particular store and search manual documents, impossible, right? We have a database. I search the number. Automatically, all the required information need to be extracted. That means how do you possible? Search. Makes sense? Search. Because I want to search this number to get the details. What else? Update, delete, search. And also, when adding a new store, new branch, we need to store the information, new information also. So, storing more and more data. Right? These are the 4 fundamental points of database. Are you clear with example only? Any doubt about this point, guys? Any doubt about this point? Now, if someone asks you, hey, tell me about these numbers. Someone asked me about these numbers. For example, about update, delete, search, and store. Will you be able to explain now? Will you be able to explain now? Yes, right? Perfect. Very good. Any doubt? Now, let me ask you one more doubt. Now, we have a database. Let me tell you some good properties of database. These are the basic properties of basic functionality of database. So for a person like Ramu, after about to just complete his class, course, or get a job. Now, what is the next step in Ramu in your life? Good position means what is a good position? Job, you got the job already.
Side business, sir.
What is outside business? Marriage only, right? Marriage is not a side business. Marriage is not a side business. Yeah, I'm taking example of that. Okay. I'm not considering you. Just taking example of Ram. Okay. And let's say Rakesh. So Rakesh friend Ram Gopal Krishna is sleeping. Okay. Ram Gopal Krishna search for one marriage. First it has some good properties, right? Very good boy, well educated, no bad habits.
You have good problem.
Right, good properties, very good at this. Am I right? Now, similarly, when you're talking about database, we also need to have some good properties. Yes or no? Mandatory, right? Or before I telling about the good points, I will take one example, one more example. Everyone passed 10th class?
Sir.
Everyone passed 10th class? Yes or no? I could not able to hear you guys. Guys, everyone passed the 10th standard?
Yes,
Our 12th standard? Okay, now maybe you are not much aware of in India. Let's say assume that everyone have attended the exam called CBSE. Don't ask me full form. Okay, CBSE. What is full form of CBSE? Central Board of Secondary Education, 10th standard, which is equal to 10th standard. Now, guys, Government of India have released the CBSE marks on same day throughout the nation. Imagine CBSE have one website. Imagine what is the how many people are attending 10th standard? How many people are attending 10th standard? Million, huh? Huh?
But in throughout India.
Oh, okay, let's take an example. 100 members are hitting the website. Let's imagine morning 11 a.m. results are announced.
Not open.
Morning 11 a.m. results are announced. 100 members are hitting. Everyone have a like tension or want to know the result, right?
Exactly.
Right? Excitement. Yes, I did not get the word excitement. Everyone have excitement. How much where I passed or failed, where I got state first or country first, like blah blah blah. Now imagine 100 members are hitting the website. Okay, website is very good. Let's say 300 members are visiting website. Okay, bit kind of slow. 10,000 members are hitting the website. Got crashed. The website is not working. Similar situation might have everyone have faced it on first day, right? That means your website is able to access or able to support maximum of 1,000 people. Example, that is called elasticity. What do you call? Elasticity. Now you want to does your database of elasticity to increase the expand the supporting. That's called elasticity. Elasticity, right? The first property is called elasticity. Make sense? With example, everyone clear? Imagine 1,000 members. So that's what happens to databases most of the time. How many people it supports?
Yeah.
So whenever you deploy any website or a new product, generally what happens? They'll ask you, in cloud also happens. How many people are going to hit your website? 1,000 members, the price will be something. If 10,000 members, the price would be different. If 20,000 members, the price would be different. If 1 lakh people are hitting at a time, price would be different. That's what now. Okay, we have a database, right? Okay, let me give you one more example, guys. Let me give you one more example. As Rakesh is getting married, right? Right? Before marriage, what we need as Indian tradition? We construct a very new house, very good house, remodeling and construct a new house. Apart from that, what else we do? Buy car, what else we do? What else we do? What else we buy for marriage? Ornaments, gold ornaments, right? Now another friend found that Rakesh have almost 1 kg gold. Bought 1 kg gold for marriage, right? Now Ramagopal Krishna thought that let me store in this gold. Let me store them. What will happen? So you need a security. You need a security. Even we have a database. If I open available database internet, I can call to Ambani. Hey Ambani, send me 1 crore. If the number is available, I can do right.
Yes, yes.
That means data security, which is really important. Now, this you might have heard about the data got breach, data breaches, and all, which is really important. Especially when you are working in a bank, data security is the topmost, utmost priority. And governance. How are you storing the data? What kind of actions or what kind of security levels are you measuring? If someone is storing your data, how do you control it? What are the measurements have you taken to leakage of data or to control or leakage of data? These are some of the properties we must be evaluated before setting up a database. The second property is security and governance. Am I right, sir? Very clear example. What is third property? Scalability. One fourth one? Integrity. Okay. Integrity. Okay. Integrity. Let me ask you about one question. As we are taking the Ramu example, Ramu has taken the SIM from Martha Khalil. Fine. Ramu having some criminal mentality. Okay. Good. Okay. Unfortunately, Martha store manager is Ramu's friend, who is having a ability to give the your Aadhaar. He never entered the Aadhaar card. He entered the wrong Aadhaar card number and wrong address. Instead of Ramu Aadhaar card, he entered Jagadish Aadhaar number. Then what happens?
He will be screwed up.
Jagadish will be screwed up, right? That means because he did not maintain integrity while entering the information, or he did not check the authenticity about of Ramu while issue a SIM. Hence, data integrity plays a vital role. Okay, let me give one more example. If I ask you tomorrow, go to market, no, go to any center. Center means road. Can you collect the information about 8th class students, what their likes and dislikes about sports? What do you do? How many of you collect? How many of you collect accurate information? It is summer, temperature is 40 degrees. Will you go and collect the information in hot summer, mid of the day? Impossible. Koti is going to take it. Koti, you know that. Don't know. Provide the information. Right? This is the one part where they collect the surveys. They have to collect the surveys manually, right? There is no other option. Hence, integrity, we're collecting the information for surveys. Integrity plays a vital role. Hence, data integrity is the third part which plays vital role. Make sense? Scalability, elasticity, scalability. Scaling means multiple people on multiple vertical and horizontal. Expand vertical and horizontal of the data. These are some good properties of database. Are you clear about this? Any questions? Any doubt? Are you interesting, guys? Is it boring? Okay, let me come to the topic. Okay, some good properties are elasticity, scalability, security, and integrity. So, types of database. There are two types of databases. We have two types of databases. What are those?
Relational database.
What? Two types of database. Relational database. We have two types of database. What are those? Relational database and NoSQL. Simple relational and non-relational. NoSQL database is nothing but non-relational. So, relational database. Let me give a simple example. Let me tell you about simple example. So, come out from the PPT. I can explain on the board. Okay, guys? I can explain on the board. So, let's say relational. As the name suggests, relational database. As name suggests. Relation means, what do you mean relation? Relation means?
Data to another data.
Huh? What is?
Person to person relational.
Person to person. So, if I write your and your brother having a blood relation, I should keep it 1 plus, right? If I keep in first page your brother at 10th page, does it make sense? No. Here, any relation, for example, relational database is nothing but simple table. Simple table, which is nothing but combination of rows and columns. Combination of rows and columns. Simple. So, for example, let me simple. This class we have students. Let's say 40 students. Let's say 40 students. First, I read the name of the student, right? Date of birth, gender, and class. Which class they are studying? 8th class, 9th class, 10th class. Name, right? Name is, let's say, KSR, let's say, Rajeshri, Janaki, blah, blah. Date of birth is 20 years, 22 years, 24 years. Right? Gender is male, female, male. Some class is 8th class, 9th class, 10th class, something, right? Something. Now, by looking at this information, what do you think about table? By looking at the data, even a layman like us who don't know anything about data, we feel it as a table information. All right. The table information consists of some student details. Some student details. It follows some order, some rule. Name means column name. It captures all the information about student names. Date of birth or age. It captures all the information about age of all the students. Similarly, gender, it captures all the information about gender. And class, all the information about. For example, let me tell you one example. The last column is, fourth column is class. Third column is gender. Here I captured M. Does it make sense? Does it make sense? Here I capture something like 21. 21. Does it make sense? No, right? No, right? So this called anomalies of the data. What do you call? Anomalies. Which is not something not correct. Something not correct. So everyone are going to east. One person going to west. What will happen? Huh? Last, right? Okay. That's what example. Now, any questions? Okay. Any questions? Any doubt? Any questions? Any doubt? Perfect. Now clear. This is about relation. Now, non-relational. Imagine we have a student. This is the table information, right? We have students like KSR, Rajeshri, Jan. We also need to give our photographs. Is it possible to store the photograph in this table? No. The photograph should be stored in some other database. Relational database does not support image, PDF, audio file, video file, text file. Relational database supports only table information. Non-relational database, which is nothing but NoSQL, which support text, audio, video, image. Now, 80% of data as of today, 80% of data which is using in the industry are unstructured data, which is called non-relational data or non-relational database. 80% are using the non-relational data. For example, now you are going to, for example, now you want to travel from one city to other city. How do you travel? How do you commute? For example, Nahid, are you there? Let me ask you one Nahid example. Nahid, are you there? Nahid. Let me ask Shiva, Sneha, are you there? Tom, are you there? Tom. Tom, are you there? Guys, respond. Are you able to hear me? Anand, Deepak.
Yes, sir. We can able to hear you.
Yes, Deepak. Deepak, for example, you want to travel from Bengaluru to Kanyakumari via car.
Yes, sir.
How do you commute? By car, by travel, by road, do you rate, right? Do you know
Yes,
the road? I mean, route.
Yes, sir.
Difficult, right?
It's difficult,
right? But you
now
can take help of
GPS.
Google Maps. Right, Google. How does Google Map capture the information? Satellite. Satellite take the pictures, right? First, image. It will analyze image, and then it suggests to us. Again, image data is a unstructured data. By knowing or unknowingly, every day in our life, we are using data science. Before coming to the class, let's say class starts at 8 p.m. By 7:50, thought, should I join the class or not?
Yesterday, sir.
Today. You thought about whether should I join the class or not? Yes or no? You make a decision. That is by knowing or unknowingly, you have made some decision. Join or not join. That is a different story. You made some decision. That is again you are using your data science. Make sense? Some of the tools for data science we are using. I'll talk about types of database. I'll talk about this. See, let me give an example. Structure of database in relational database. It look like here. Go and speak up. No problem. Here you look like we have two tables. What are the two tables, guys? Table 1 consists of user details. table 2 consists of skill, right? Now, these two tables, where does these two tables are stored? Which database?
Relational data.
User data. See the screen. The database. I clearly mentioned the image also. Am I right, madam? Here clearly we mentioned the image. This is the user data. User data is our database. This user data consists of details and skills map. User detail consists of three variables, three columns. What are those? User ID, name, skill ID. Skill mapping consists of two columns. What are the skill ID and skills? Skills consist of machine learning, Python, marketing, Google Analytics. By looking at these two tables, we understood something like as a layman. Oh, these two tables are talking about users and their corresponding skill set. Make sense? Make sense? Are you clear about this? This is about relational database. Now let me ask a simple question. Does a database consist of single table or it consists of multiple tables? How many tables will be there in a database? Is there a limit to have only 10 tables, 20 tables? No. That means a database can consist of 25,000 tables. Why? Let me ask a simple question, guys. You need to respond. So, first question I have asked the one question is, how many tables can have a single database? Will it have single table or will it have multiple table? Your answer is, you mentioned multiple, you said multiple table. Am I right? Multiple table means, is there a limit to have multiple tables? Does a database consist of 10 tables or will it consist of 25,000 tables? What is your answer? On what basis you decide one database can have these many tables? Are you clear with the question? If anyone are not clear with the question, kindly let me know. If anyone are not clear with the table or question, kindly let me know.
You can create the tables based
Are
on
you
the
clear with the
memory of,
question? Tell me, on what basis you decide?
on basis of memory of the database.
Very good. Who answered it question?
Santosh.
Santosh, very good, Santosh. Let's claps to Santosh. He said based on memory of database. For example, let's take a simple example before I talk about. Everyone have a smartphone. What is your smartphone size, RAM size or memory size? Huh? 8256. 8256. 8 GB RAM, 256 storage. So storage. So 256 GB is your storage. Am I right, sir? Right? 128, 256, 1 TB storage, something like. Am I right? When you take it consists of applications, 256 GB consists of different applications like your WhatsApp, your phone, Facebook, phone pay, blah blah blah, right? And apart from that, let's say all your application occupied by or captured by, let's say 50 GB. How much GB is remaining for you? 200 GB. Let's say round up 200 GB. 200 GB. How do you use 200 GB? For your WhatsApp, for your gallery photos, or for your documents. Am I right? Is it correct? You can store your photos up to 200 GB only, because 50 GB is captured by all applications. You are left with only 200 GB. So simple, guys. Let me write down here. Easy to understand. Total 256 GB storage, guys. Out of 56 GB captured by applications. Applications. What are the different applications we have? Like WhatsApp, Facebook, let's say Instagram, maybe OS, operating system, Twitter, blah blah blah. Right? How much space is left? 200 GB. This 200 GB you can use for your photos, documents, videos, documents, photos, videos, and documents. Photos, videos, and documents. You can store all these kind of photos, videos, and documents. You can store up to 200 GB. Sir, what if the 200 GB complete? You get a pop-up which is called storage full, or remove some unnecessary files. You don't have all your photos, videos are most auspicious and most important for you. You cannot delete it. Right now, when your friends photos, their family photos, blah, blah, blah. You cannot delete it. But if you want Extra space you need to buy from Google Cloud. Google Cloud or some cloud. Similarly, database also, while setting a database also, we can allocate some storage, which could be something like 256 GB, 500 GB, 1 TB, 5 TB, 10 TB, 100 TB, something like. You can store the table up to your storage is available. If your storage is not available, you can use the property of elasticity. When we discuss about elasticity, what elasticity does, it will expand the storage. Make sense? Make sense? That is what the meaning of. Understood? Correlate the concept with the actual topic. Now tell me. Go. Please go. Okay. Clear? Are you clear? Now, okay. Imagine. Now you have a 5 TB data. This database consists of 5 TB. This database consists of 5 TB. Am I right, sir? In your team is leading by manager or director of Mr. Jagadish Naidu is leading the team of Center of Excellence team. Center of Excellence team have one dedicated database that's called user data. In his team, 50 members are there, 50 employees working under Jagadish Naidu. How many members are working under? 50 members. Imagine all 50 members are hitting the database, 5 TB database at a time simultaneously. What happens? It will get slow. Imagine instead of 50, 5,000 members are hitting the database. What happened? The database get crashed. You cannot able to execute the codes. Again, you need to use the concept of scalability. Scalability concept. Make sense? Understood how the properties are correlated with the actual database? Make sense? Now, any questions, guys? Any doubt? Now we understood about the relational database. Okay, we understood the relational database. Now we have a concept called 1 second. 1 second, just give me 1 minute. Just give me 1 minute. So let's say now now I understand about this. NoSQL. What database it is? So for example, NoSQL different table, more flexible and use JSON. For example, let me give one example, guys, everyone. Let me give one example to everyone. For example, do you know Amazon? Everyone about Amazon? Yes or no? Yes. In Amazon, what purpose do we use Amazon? Shopping, buying products. Simple shopping is about buying product. Any product it could be perishable or non-perishable, clothes, anything it could be. Clothes or electronic gadgets, anything it could be. Am I right? So for example, let me explain one example, guys. Let me explain one example. Amazon, let's say Amazon India. Let's take an example of Amazon India shop online, right? So let's say I want to order something called footwear. Something called footwear. Let's say sports shoe. So let's say men's footwear. Something. Budget is under 499. Example I'm selecting, guys. Let's say I'm selecting some slippers. Right? See, right? It says Amazon. Look into the URL. If you get a more, see here. Amazon.India, Doctor Extra Soft Orthopedic Comfortable, right? See, this is the reference ID of this product, right? Direct page, DP means direct page, right? So automatically will give the link, all the information. When you order, automatically when you order this, I have not logged into this. Let's say I don't have the account to log in. So, okay, don't worry. So when you order this product, let's say I order the product, automatically give all the information. Do you think this entire information, who will order? So let's say order this product. Where does it go? Where does it will go? After 2 days or 3 days, maybe within 1 day also, you on same day also you'll get the product got delivered. Am I right? But someone has to deliver, right? System cannot deliver to us. Someone has come to our home and need to deliver the product. How does someone knew about our product? Let's say Ramu or Deepika ordered Dr. Soft, extra soft chappals. How does they knew? This information by default stores into a database. When extracting the information from websites like Amazon, Uber, Flipkart, Walmart, Spencer, Tosco, or anything, name it, anything online website, DMart, any name. All the information by default stores in the form of JSON. JSON, JavaScript object notation. This is what the information. This is how it looks like. This is how it stores like something. This is how it stores like this. So it stores like the information, right? Like this is the JavaScript is nothing but it store the information in the curly braces. Entering one information on object. See the ID, name, skills. Here also ID, name, skills. These are the columns. ID 1, ID 2, ID 2, ID 3. Name is Anand. Name is Dimple. Alright. Here skills, machine learning, Python. Here the skills, marketing, Google Analytics. But here we don't have another column education, but we have another column called education. Right? Right? This. So by default, all the website information by default the store in the form of JSON. JavaScript object notation. JavaScript object notation. Object notation. JavaScript object notation. Right? This is but is it possible to store relational database? Not possible. Not possible. It is not in the table or proper table or. It is not proper table of. It is not. It is not proper. It is not in proper table of that. Hence, we cannot store into relational database. Right? For example, this is one way. I want to PDF. Let's say where our where our uh, where our for example SMSs. Let me SMS data. See for example, oh not this. Oh sorry. I want to show you some example samples of SMS data. See some SMS data. So let's say some example I'm showing. These are some banks information. Some banks information. Let me open the file. Some example. Maybe it's some easy to understand some table, but it is not a table actually. Yeah, open it. See, this is the information. Let's say SMS text something. Only forget about this. What about this? Dear card member. Let's read the highlighted one. Dear card member, payment of 341 received towards your credit card ending 7811 through net banking. On available limit is 99,000. This information. Now I want all the credit information. I want all the debit information, credit and debit information. From each transaction, I want to extract the amount. Is it possible to store this information in relational database? Definitely not possible. Okay, I have a table this. You have this information. I want to extract something called account number from each transactions. I want to extract some amount from each transaction, each record. It is not possible to store this information in relational database. Am I right, Ramu? This information can be stored in NoSQL. This project we can be done by using NLP, natural language processing. It is one of the prerequisite for your generative AI. Am I right, madam? Right? So this is a NoSQL database. Or something called, I have something called, let's say, let's say HM, let's say Himad. So let's say some example. I say this is the name. Some, for example, this is someone's resume. Someone's resume. I want to extract from this image, from this text Word document, I want to extract their name, email ID, phone number. So imagine HR has received 1,000 resumes. Is it possible to go on manually write every one person name, email ID, phone number, key skills? Difficult, right? But by using some data science tools and techniques, is it possible to extract each resume's name, email ID, phone number, and key skills? Manually, I cannot open. I keep all 1,000 resumes in one folder. I need to iterate automatic Python code, some code you need to iterate, automatically get this information, required information. Again, we can use the data science where all the three examples. We have taken the Amazon example, we have taken the SMS example, where we have taken the resume example, where in all three cases, our traditional relational database cannot be used. Only we can able to use NoSQL. NoSQL concepts. Make sense? So let me go to some databases. So okay, these are some of the popular relational NoSQL database. So some of the popular MySQL, Oracle, Postgre, SQLite, SQL Server, MariaDB. And NoSQL database, MongoDB, Neo4j, CouchDB, HBase, Redis, Cassandra, and all these are the famous database. From this course, we use a MySQL in our part, and NoSQL database we can use MongoDB. But rest everything concept similar. If you know one concept, you can easily understand about the rest of the concept. Okay. In tomorrow's session, I will introduce about the SQL, guys. What is SQL? How to store the SQL? OLTP, and we'll discuss in tomorrow's class. Okay. By today, we understand what is database, what are the good properties of databases, and what are the different types of database we were discussed till now. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. Right? Let's connect tomorrow at 8 p.m. IST. Any questions in the meantime?